This is my first YouTube video. I had a sports Instagram account, but just didn't really post that frequently. I don't really go on that app that much, and thought it'd be easier for everyone to view on YouTube, easier for me to upload. Here we are. If you didn't follow me on Instagram, I pretty much just talk about the NFL and MMA. I'm not here to talk about the NBA. Talk a little bit of baseball. I'm a big baseball fan, but don't really like talking about it that much. Yeah, here we are. We're here to go over week 2 spreads. Quick disclaimer, just because some idiot on the internet thinks it's going to happen does not mean you should bet on it. Last time I told people to bet on the UFC card, I went 1 for 5, so just my opinions. Here to give a second thought. If these are validations for your pick, should I say? Great. First up, we got Bengals at Browns. Browns are a 6-point favorite. Yeah, I mean, I like the Bengals. I watched them last week. I really liked what was going on with Joe Burrow and everything. And don't get me wrong, the Browns are a dumpster fire. I think the Browns bounce back. I don't think they cover, but I think they win by, let's say, 3 points. But again, really a coin flip there. Rams at Eagles. Rams are a 1-point favorite. I will hammer the Eagles in that line. I thought the Eagles looked really rusty last week. So did the Cowboys, so I think the Rams have a little bit of a false dawn. Yeah, I'll take Philly there. I will hammer that line. Giants at Bears. Bears are a 6.5-point favorite. That's a tough one. New York looked really sloppy last week, but again, Pittsburgh is probably the best defense in the league. And, I mean, yeah, the Bears are happy after that comeback against the Lions, but again, the Lions only play 3 quarters of football, so I'm really not that impressed. I think the Bears win, but I think the Giants cover. I say the Bears win by, let's say, 3 points. Falcons at Cowboys. Cowboys are a 5-point favorite. I'll take Atlanta in that game. Why not? 49ers at Jets. Niners are a 7-point favorite. I mean, even though they're traveling across the country, the Jets are just such a dumpster fire. I think the Niners win by 13 points. So I'd hammer that line as well. Panthers at Bucks. Bucks are a 9-point favorite. I mean, the Panthers had every chance to win that game last week against the Raiders. Like, the Raiders have a JV defense. They really don't impress me. They had no answer for Josh Jacobs. And Matt Rule, like, for some reason, Matt Rule thinks it's like 1965 with the fullback dive. It's like, I thought you were some young, exciting college coach. Nothing about that team really impresses me. Nothing really about the Bucks impresses me either. But I said the Bucks win by 2 touchdowns. So I suppose if I had to say, I think the Bucks cover in that game. Lions at Packers. Packers are a 6-point favorite. I will hammer Green Bay in that game. There's really not much to discuss there. Bills at Dolphins. Bills are a 5.5-point favorite. See, Miami's gritty, though. That's the thing. I like what's going on down there in Miami, but I think the Bills are game. I think the Bills are legit. I say the Bills win by a touchdown or they win by 10 points, but I think they cover in the end. Broncos at Steelers. Steelers are a 6.5-point favorite. That's a tough one. I like Denver a lot, but Denver nothing really clicks with that team. And granted, I shouldn't say it's week 1. They had no preseason, so they have all the excuses, but I expect a lot out of Pittsburgh this year, and I think they'll cover. I say they win by 13 points next week. Vikings at Colts. Colts are a 3-point favorite. Again, I really wasn't impressed with either team last week. I mean, Minnesota got blown out by Green Bay. The Colts, again, lost to a JV team. Pass. Don't even bother on that one. Jags at Titans. Titans are a 9-point favorite. I like Tennessee in that game. The past 9 matchups in Nashville, Jacksonville has not won. And, you know, they didn't force any punts last week in Indianapolis, or against Indianapolis, should I say. And I think they keep the ball rolling. I say the Titans win by 17, let's say. Washington at Arizona. Arizona's a 6.5-point favorite. See, I mean, I like what they have going on in Washington. I like Ron Rivera as a coach, and don't get me wrong, they have a really good front 7. But I expect Kyler Murray and co just to torch them. Again, the Eagles looked really sloppy last week. The Cardinals-49ers game, if you didn't watch, was a really, really good game. And I'm not just saying that. If you can see the Suns poster in the background, me being biased, I really have no bias. Yeah, I think the Cardinals win by 14. Chiefs at Chargers. Chiefs are an 8.5-point favorite. That seems like a trap line, but I think Kansas City blows them out. I say Kansas City wins by 20. Ravens at Texans. Ravens are a 6.5-point favorite. Yeah, it's in Houston, but Houston, they looked really sloppy against the Chiefs. And granted, I mean, it's the best offense in the league, but at the same time, you're facing the Ravens. We saw what the Ravens did last week to Cleveland, and I expect no different. I think, let's say the Ravens win by 3 touchdowns. I think they cover with emphasis. Patriots at Seahawks. Seahawks are a 4-point favorite. Now, that's going to be a good game. I'll go with Seattle on that. I like what they have going on in New England. I'm not giving up on it just because Brady's gone. And they looked okay against Miami last week, but I have high expectations for that Seattle team. And then finally, Saints at Raiders debut in the new Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. I think the Saints cover with ease. I think they win by 14. So those are all the games. That's week 2, and hopefully I'll post something for Covington versus Woodley later on this week. Have a good one.